I'm from Chicago Projects. Grew up there. Lived in the Bahamas for 4 years. Moved from the Bahamas to Seattle, where I grew up on Beacon Hill. Kind of tough. Chicago was rough growing up. We were mother, single parent, 3 kids. Everybody was poor, so we didn't feel like we were different. You know, no one had any money back then. We always had enough, though. I always used to grab these interior design magazines that my neighbor used to buy, this magazine called Architectural Digest. And I'd run out there before he came to check the mail, and I'd grab that magazine, I'd go in my room, and I would read. I couldn't really read that well, but I look at the pictures and just envision that I was in that space. I want to be in that space so bad. I want to be out of the reality that we were in these projects and we were poor. That's how I learned to cook. I learned to cook because back then, welfare was a box called public aid they would give to us. It was a box with flour, milk, you know, the bare stuff that you need to cook with. And I learned how to cook by watching Julia Childs. Because every time I seen her cook, I always said to myself, I wish I was eating what she was eating. And I took myself out of that. And next thing you know, I'm in the kitchen and I'm burning up the kitchen. So I became this incredible chef. And it all came from the box that the welfare people would give us in Chicago. And that's how I learned how to cook. Real estate became a passion for me just from looking at the books and dreaming that I was in that mansion or I was in that condo. And when I kept visualizing me being there, the moment I got into real estate, I fell in love with it. It became my passion. Everything I thought about was real estate. Eat, drink, real estate. I couldn't, and this is funny, and some people know this, I tried out for every sport in high school. I was that kid in the playground. You take Shane. We had Shane last time. That was me. The last person picked all the time. But I never stopped trying. In my senior year of high school, I tried out for the football team. And I'm running, and I'm jumping, and I'm going up and down. But I was the smallest person in the school. And the coach pulled me aside. He said, Shane, you want to help this team? I'm like, yeah, I want to help the team. Be the water boy. Yes, senior high school, I was the water boy. I was the best water boy. I should have got a ring. I was so good at being a water boy. I was so good at being a water boy. They got cold water. They got it on time. And I just practiced running on that field and getting that water out there on time. But I'm not the water boy anymore.